Hey guys, Rad to Bem Team Racing. We are back again for an Off the Dirt episode, and this one's going to be a little bit different because we're mixing in derby topics. I want to welcome my guest, Stan, the Derby Man.
Yeah.
Stan, thanks for coming in and being on the show today.
Not a problem.
This is definitely a different aspect ratio when it comes to racing because you're not going in a circle, you're in a pit.
Yeah.
So let's bring it back like I do with all my guests. The very beginning of your derby life, getting into it from the beginning.
We was always into racing. I'm like 5 generations of racers. And then I got hurt.
Yep.
Couldn't race no more. So I tried a derby, and I couldn't do that either. So then me and my dad had a garage in Harmony, and the president of the Fair Association came up and asked us, of Harmony, if we would fire up on a derby, try to get a derby generated. And here we are, almost 30 years later. It's one of the better derbies. It's in a pit. Crush your dust. And where can you go have fun for $5?
Oh, exactly.
It's cheap entertainment.
You can go out there and crush out a car without having to call the insurance company.
Exactly. And a lot cheaper.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
we do. I've been building it up over the years. Last year, the year before last, I put in farm trucks, just pickups, SUVs, minivans, all stock, and put them out there. And seems like people are having more fun with that.
Yep.
Because there's all kinds of old junk trucks and vans and stuff kicking around. Because I didn't have enough to make a truck class, or SUV class, or minivan class.
So extending past just running your regular, like 4-cylinder cars and whatnot.
Yeah.
Getting an expansion of variety for different classes.
Right, because now over the years, there's no station wagons. The
station wagon's the dying breed.
Right. The only big car left is the Ford Crowns.
Yep.
And now, thank God, they found a spot for them in racing.
Yes.
I've been picking that up.
Yes, Wiscasset Speedway, in fact.
Yeah, Unity, Bango is picking up a class.
Yep, they are as well.
I see him on the live the other day. But, yeah, so I combined all them together, because I was putting the rear wheel and the front wheel drives together. Mm-hmm. But then everything started going down.
Yeah.
It was a really low car count. So, in my mind, we got to do something.
Right.
So I went and did the farm truck thing, but I learned that from going to New York, to Santa Filippo, went to Vermont, New Hampshire, and different tracks, and spent the whole day looking over things.
So getting some insight from these other tracks to see what exactly they're doing differently.
Right, to see their car count being big. In New York, we'll never even put a number on them. I mean, 300 or 400 cars to a weekend show.
That's a lot of cars.
Yeah, people can't believe they smashed 400 cars in 2 or 3 days. And
wow.
They really do. Yeah, they really do. Yeah, they really do. And they draw in from everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Some of the boys from Maine actually, I think my boy got 2nd or 3rd 1 year down there, placing against all the New Yorkers. Right today, they have the Northeast National Demolition Derby, and I can't remember what town, but it's in New York. Mm-hmm. I was watching it before I come here. We got 2 Maine boys that have qualified for the feature, for the $10,000 purse.
Ooh.
Jeff Wright's one of them, and Chris Woodard, one of the other local boys. They went down there with Kuda Cole on the 6C, and they did a team show. I'll go home and watch the rest of it today, but but they made the heat. Their heat won.
Oh wow!
So I mean, at least they're representing Maine.
Yep,
100%. And but yeah, no, and then like I said, back to my farm trucks, and that seems to be. I started out with 2 trucks. It's 100% payback. Mm-hmm. And I told them, I said, there's only 2 of you. You got $100 to split. What do you want to do? Mm-hmm. They said, well, give the $100 to the winner. I said, okay. And the next year, there was more. So every year, there seems to be more and more guys liking that class.
Yep.
It's a cheap class. It is a lot of broken trucks, and bands and the truck. But I don't mind you putting it back together, as long as you don't steel plate them.
Yeah, Band-Aid them enough to keep them going.
Right. And it's simple,
right.
I'd like to have your cab and the back body bolted together with something in between like a sandwich.
Yeah.
That's just to keep them from separating. because in a pickup you got your gas tank and your battery right in the front with you.
Oh yeah.
So and then I have the 4-cylinder cars, and they're staying all right. And then the ladies, I've been picking the ladies up.
Yeah.
Last year I had 2 women from Peru, Maine, drove all the way to Harmony just to run the Derby up there.
Oh, I bet they had a blast with that.
They did, and one of them placed in the top 3.
Oh, no kidding.
So I know they'll be back this year.
Oh yeah.
I started out that the same way. Started out with 1 car. And she said, "What do I do?" I said, "You got to go out there and run around. Smash into the banks and stop.
Yeah.
Do something for a trophy.
Yeah, you got to hit something.
Right." And she said, "Well, I can't do that." I said, "Well, you showed up. You put all that time and effort into a car and brought it here. We're going to reward you for it."
Exactly.
And I usually do.
And you're not getting penalized to smash it into someone.
No. There's no driver's doors and nothing to hit.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing we don't do is the driver's door hits.
Right. I've noticed that with a lot of derbies is that's an immediate disqualification for hitting a driver's door because of driver's safety.
Right. And I try to get everybody that has never did it before to put a plate in the door. And it doesn't take much for an oil tank. Just cut a piece out, slide it in where your glass goes, and bolt it in. It's a safety thing.
Right.
It
makes sense.
And they stopped painting driver's doors white for some reason. And I have a bad spell on that, too. I like my driver's doors white.
So that way it sticks out.
Because the other guy can't see, well, I didn't see it.
Right. you get something off to contrast that. Especially, I can understand it may get disorienting very quick for drivers being out in a derby because you're getting smashed around, you're spinning out, and next thing you know, you don't know up from down, and you're just trying to go somewhere.
Right, trying to get away from them guys or whatever sometimes. Yeah, it is. You do. You make mistakes. Everybody makes a mistake. Right. Nobody's perfect. But a lot of the guys, you'll notice that. They'll go for a front tire. If somebody bangs that car in the back end of it, well, it drives them right into the door. Yeah. But as long as I see them wheels stop, and a lot of the guys will let right go of the steering wheel. Yeah. So that's a good sign. But some guys will drive in front of you so you don't hit them so they'll win. Yeah. And sometimes they get hit and then they get mad afterwards and they bitched at me about it. I said, well, you should have been parked there.
Yeah, you can't park there.
Right. Right.
That's where the line comes in.
It's been building up small, but, slow but sure, we got some coming right up. Pistons coming up. Springfield. Springfield's coming up on the 14th. Yep. And they're doing a modified class this year up there. Front or rear wheel drive. Okay. And you can just about do about whatever you want to it. Yeah. And I know in case somebody's watching it, they say we don't have nothing in the rules about built struts. Well, if it's a modified class, you can run built struts. We kind of threw these together. So we can make a modified class and a stock class. Yep. You get the Ippen bots, but we're trying to separate it because there is some guys that do like running hard and riding out of state. Right. And then they come up here to the weekend warriors, I call them, that only do a fair derby, and that's it. Well, it's not fair for them guys. Right. Because,
it's just like in the racing world. You have your Warrior class, which is your stock 4 cylinders, and then you have, like, your Thunder 4s or Fast 4s, which are modified. Right. So, yeah, having different classes, it makes a lot more sense. Put your strengths into where you feel like you're going to be the best driver at.
Right. And that's what it's kind of like racing. Yeah. It's the same kind of motorsport family.
You can go in a circle in that tiny pit.
Oh, yeah, you can.
That doesn't win you any placements. No. You've got to be, surviving and hitting people.
Exactly. And, but they got, and up there, they're going to have them too. And for the first time, they're going to have a ladies' powder puff. They haven't had one in Springfield for a long time.
Oh, wow.
And they got 4 cars for raffle off for the ladies' division.
Ooh, okay.
So any lady that maybe wants to do it, try their luck. Yep. I can't guarantee the price on the tickets or anything. Anybody'd have to go on their Facebook page. Yep.
Find out more information on it.
My name's on there. You can reach out. They'll find me somewhere.
Oh yeah. Well, I found you on Facebook. But
right. Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody knows me. But yeah, no, I I wanted to come on and just talk a little bit about the Derby scenes, what's going on.
Yeah.
There seems to be a lot of them in Maine, and a lot of the fairs I've talked to. I actually went to the conference this year for the Maine State Fair Association conference.
Yep.
And I got an email asking me if I'd come down and represent demolition derbies for the state of Maine. So I was pretty honored to do that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And of course, I get down there, and I thought I was just going to just talk a little bit with other people.
Yep.
No, I was the head speaker.
Oh.
So I had no notes, no nothing. We walk into this conference room, and so I'm looking at the other guys. I brought 2 crew members with me, and there was a couple other fair officials from different fairs, and I said, so where do you guys want to sit? And one of them said, you're sitting right up there.
Oh, nothing like putting you on the spot.
Yeah. I said, well, I didn't bring no notes, no nothing. What are you talking about? Oh, no. No, that's why they emailed you. They want to listen to you. You know?
They didn't give a full description in that email, did they?
No. I have a feeling that maybe they said that they didn't say nothing because maybe I wouldn't have showed up.
Yeah.
The
surprise factor. Hey, guess what? Now you're here.
You got to do it.
Yeah. Now you're committed to it.
Exactly. But I talked about like racing points.
Yep.
And a lot of the fairs liked it. President of the Maine Fair Association liked the idea. Of figuring out like 10 cars, you know, so they'll show up at every fair, and that gives you a better car count.
Yep.
You know, they're going to make sure they got a car ready for that next fair if you're on points. And then at the end of the year, figure out what we want to do. Mine's Labor Day weekend. There's like 3 of them that weekend. Blue Hill has one.
Yeah.
That weekend. Would like to figure out so that maybe they'd have an end derby. And if every fair chips in a little bit of money, then that would be a good payoff.
Oh, yeah.
In the points, you know, with the points and the win.
Right.
And that's I've talked to a bunch of sponsors, and they're willing to do it. But now I know I started this year with it. It's been in my mind for a couple of years, but I finally, going to this conference, I just put it out.
Yeah.
To all the fairs and know what I'm doing. So you'll see me at different derbies this year probably.
Yep.
Just walking around, just checking it out. I haven't been doing that lately because I've been kind of pinpointing on the ones that I'm doing. I did for Steve at the track. I missed that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where I had my biggest. I come back from Texas 5 years ago, and I went to that track.
Yep.
And I had my girlfriend with me, and I said, we're going to this track to check out where my boys used to race. I said, that was a great time.
Yeah.
We pull in, and Butch and Karen and the crew was there. And she said, oh, there's somebody here. And, of course, I was having a cold one, and she said, well, they're either going to kick us out or welcome us. So as soon as I pulled in, they surrounded my car because they see who it was.
Yep.
They wanted the Derby. Well, COVID came.
Yeah, that was the biggest killer right there.
We had a Derby.
You still had a Derby, though.
We had a Derby. We had a Derby. We had cars lined up down the road.
Oh.
And a few of those were police cruisers.
Did they enter the Derby, though?
No. No. But they had a fine.
Yeah.
So, it was a full house. So, they had to go to court and pay the fine because they had over 250 people. And it was the same person that was taking pictures that shut the track down.
Oh, yeah.
So, we talked about it, you know, and I was kind of sorry, but I weren't sorry. You know,
the show was worth it, right?
Exactly, it was worth it. And I says, you need help paying that fine. Well, yeah, it's going to be a struggle. I said, okay, let's have another one. So we had another Derby. That helped them pay their fine.
Hey, there you go.
And that's why the pit's 100 by 100 over there, because that's I had it set up that way.
Yeah.
I went over and measured it out, and they dug it, and we had all the banks rolled and packed.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's the best damn derby pit there is in the state of Maine.
Oh, yeah, that was a really nice pit.
I mean, I love mine. So, mine's a lot of ledge, but last year I just put in 4-foot walls of loader tires like they did. I had them do it, get it done.
Yep.
I'm doing some more mods this year, a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
New crusher dust, but that wall never moved. Because and I talk to my drivers a lot. I'll ask them a lot. Because it's not my derby. It's the driver's derby. The drivers are the ones putting a show on just like racing.
Yep.
So I'll ask them if something out of the ordinary comes up at a driver's meeting, and I'll take a show of hands. Okay, if you want to do it that way, it's up to you guys. You're the ones putting the show on for this crowd.
Right, and that's just like at a racetrack.
Right.
Even in the drivers' meetings, it's, hey, is there something you guys are seeing out here you like to see fixed? It's getting that feedback from the ones that are always out there. That's what the owners need to be hearing.
Exactly.
Whether it's track, whether it's pit, derby.
It don't matter.
You got to know these things, because if you don't speak...
You don't have them people in the crowd.
Exactly.
Because them guys won't do it.
Yep.
And that's how I feel. And a lot of people, you'll see a lot of fairs that are doing that, they don't want to listen to that.
Right.
Well, they're going to peter out.
Mm-hmm. And that's what will start killing the sport off.
Right. And it started a little bit, and like the rules. I mean, everybody's got their own set of rules. And I'm trying to get a set of rules that go for the whole state.
Right. Something that's going to be fair across the whole board
across
or whatnot,
the board. Right.
Yeah.
With a couple options.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when you go to the fair, it'll come up in the driver's meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, boys, somebody brought this. Do you want it to run it with it?
Right.
Yes or no? And I tell the people, well, it's up to the drivers. So don't get mad at me.
Right.
And don't get mad at them.
It's the drivers making the decision. Do they feel like this is going to be fair?
Right. Right. And a lot of times they'll let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever it is, that car will take a beating.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, yeah, sure. Put him out there. And everyone goes to that one first.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've seen it done. I like door hits. I've seen that done.
Yeah.
I have a couple drivers. If they get hit in the door, they don't want me to stop them. They go after the car.
Yeah.
And you can tell almost instantly that they'll wreck their car.
Just to prove a point.
Just to prove a point.
Yeah.
No,
You pissed me off. Guess what? Retaliation's coming.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about competition. You're never going to get away from that with people.
No, never, ever.
I mean, tensions are always going to run high. It's competition.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It is. And that's the other thing with them guys in the crowd is I do the pretty and the ugly and all that stuff, cars.
Yep.
And the crowd picks it.
Mm-hmm.
This year, some of my crew want to do the most aggressive. They was talking to me about getting the crowd to do that too.
Yep.
I mean, that's just a little bit more crowd participation. I have a banner I made up for Mike Morin. He was going to help me do the bands and the ladies, and unfortunately he passed away on us a couple years ago.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
He loved racing, anything.
Yep, I saw him come out to get her done. He raced a car and then derbied it the same day.
Yeah, that's him.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, well.
Yep, I saw him that one time.
Yeah, so I did it on my own. I went and ordered a banner in memory of him, and now so every year that banner goes to that driver. That driver signs it, and I have pictures with his girls, and then when it's done, that driver has to bring it back the next year.
Yeah.
And I want to keep doing that continually.
Yep.
Until it's full or tad, tore up or whatever, and then give it to the girls. It's something I wanted to do for them.
Yeah.
And to help them out. So.
Oh, yeah.
And it works out good. Because a lot of that stuff I just do out of my own pocket. I don't even go to the fair. I don't ask them. And,
yeah.
It's just something in my heart that I do.
Yep, giving back.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it's
and
about.
That's like the Power Wheels I'm doing. I'm just going around picking up Power Wheels for kids.
Yeah.
Spending hours and putting them together so the kids will have something. That's the future.
Oh, yeah.
Demolition derby and racing.
Yep, we say we're racing, we say we're derbying. If you can't get the kids into it, the future looks really bleak for these sports.
It does. It really does. And I'd rather see them out there doing that than doing this.
Exactly.
Or this.
Yeah.
Because I have grandkids that's all they want to do is do this, and then my kids don't have nothing to do with it. But
because that's like the same case scenario when it came to Dom. When we brought him out to get her done, he started racing in his mother's Tercel, and then we ended up putting him in his own car, finally getting him in his own car. He went out there one day, he was all disappointed because no other kids showed up, and he was disappointed, and all the Warrior guys came over because they saw he was upset, and he was frustrated. He wanted to be out there racing with the kids, and those guys said, hey, you go out there on the track with us, we'll let you set the pace. They took him out there, they gave him first-hand experience of being out there with 7 other cars. Give him a little bump and push here, let him set the pace. We all felt bad for Steve. He was going around in first gear, bouncing off about 7,000 RPM.
Yeah, I was out there and I thought that was great that they did that though.
Yeah, 100%. You know, they gave that kid so much confidence that day that he moved up from running teen class to start running with the Warriors because, you know, for what they did for him, he wanted to prove himself that he could be out there and he could run with those guys.
Them. Yeah.
And he did that.
Yeah.
And he got that award for most improved driver.
I see that.
That's good. He got awarded for that because he did such an outstanding job starting off in his rookie year, just being in that little Tercel of his mother's, getting his own car, and then moving up a class, running with the big boys, and having a great old time with it.
Right. Yeah. Because I know when I first started racing at Unity, I raced and I had like, I think, four or five uncles.
Yep.
When I went out. And I got beat and pounded all over that place.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a lesson.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'd look. Oh, yeah. I'd have one of them right on my bumper shoving me.
Yeah.
Oh, and then another one in front, and then maybe on the side banging me.
Uh-huh.
You know, but yeah, no, I got it. It helped me out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's good for him to get that.
Life lessons right there.
Oh yeah, you ain't gonna get that in a book.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna get that on your phone.
And that's like I told Dom. The reason I built him a Fast 4 car to move him up a class is because I have the confidence in him that he can wheel that car around the track in a higher class than just being in Warriors or just being in teens.
Right.
Plus, he's almost pretty much clocked out of the teen class anyway, turning 16 and whatnot.
Oh,
but
yeah.
He'd rather be out there with the guys that helped him.
Right.
That's what it's been about for him.
Yeah. No, that's a good thing. That's great.
And looking forward to him getting out there this season. And yeah, he's even made mention he wants to get into derbying too. It's like baby steps, dude. Whoa. Baby steps. I just spend a lot in your focus right now.
Yeah.
My wallet is saying ouch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I mean, and cars aren't cheap anymore.
No, that's the thing. I mean, when you do find a $500 one, sure, it's got 500,000 miles on it and rotted to shit. But it's perfect for the Derby.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah, you'll learn just like racing. There's certain cars that go and certain that don't.
Yeah.
You know, and but that's the other thing is we're trying to keep all the purses up.
Yeah.
You know, we try to give them. I think they're giving $1,000 for the modified in Springfield. The ladies, I think, is $500 to win.
Yeah.
And the street class is $500 to win.
It's a pretty good kickback right there.
Yeah, it is. I do that. I spend most of the year getting sponsors because the fair only lets you have so much money in a kitty, and that's what you get to play with.
Right.
So then I work off that afterwards. I mean, I sold 24 T-shirts a guy donated.
Yep.
You know, and I sold them like hotcakes. So then I was able to pay everybody off at the Derby with a good payout.
Yep.
You know, like $900 to win. You know, 6 for second, and I think 4 for third. I try to keep the price of the cars, you know, with them.
Yeah.
Like the ladies. I used to have the girls go in the crowd and with their helmets.
Yep.
Well, then it got to the point where some of the girls didn't want to go in the crowd, so it weren't fair for the girls that didn't do the crowd.
Yeah.
To share their money with somebody that just sat there. Yeah.
Right.
So I kind of threw that out, but they did that for years. And the people liked it.
Yep.
You know, them girl drivers going up to them, they can't believe some of them. You know, said, what? That's her in that car?
Yeah, look what she's doing.
Yeah, look what she's doing. You know what I mean? And it was funny because one year I told the president, I says, hey, they don't get much money. They only get like $250. You know, and I says, how about if we take $250 and we'll take the $250 and we'll double what they get out of the grandstand. Okay. Well, that was the only year we ever did it. Because they made more money than the husbands when they won. Yeah. So
of course.
So the next meeting we had, I was the first one on the agenda.
Oh boy.
That we can't do that no more. We got to figure out other ways to pay out.
Yeah.
You know, but the ladies liked it.
Yeah.
You know, they scored good. You know.
Right.
But it's a big family like racing.
Oh yeah.
You know, I talk to people all over the place, and like when I went to Texas, that's the first thing I'm doing when I go down there is check places out. You know, the derbies and stuff like that, and it's a lot different down there because they got a lot better cars than we got up here.
Yeah, they have a lot less rust than us.
Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, they do. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to a good year this year. I hope.
Yeah.
And if anybody watching it does want to have any derbies or anything, get a hold of me. Like I said on Facebook. Maine Demolition Derby, I try to put a lot of stuff on there, and Demolition Derby only. And And I'm not always on it every day.
Yeah.
Usually I'm doing something else, but in the evening, sometimes I'll check it, and then you might get a message from me early in the morning.
Yep.
But I'll message you when I get up, and then I'm off for the day.
Right.
But I'll get back to you eventually.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little slow sometimes.
You got to my messages, so that was fine.
Yeah.
We had this set up within a week. It's like, all right, let's do something different. Let me get one more episode done for.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate you having me come down here. And doing this. This is great. I can't wait. I'm going to try to get some time off to come watch Dom.
Yeah.
On Friday nights. I know a lot of the guys down there, Bon and Pierce and stuff like that. I know Bon real well.
As it is, it sounds like Fast Fours is going to have a big class this year because a lot of guys are moving up from Warriors.
I see that.
Yep, I've been following a lot of the guys, and it sounds like Fast Fours is going to be packed this year. It sounded like finally a stacked class because when I started racing Fast Fours, we were only getting 3 to 5 cars at first.
Yeah.
So me and Spud would be out there, and we'd have 2, 3 cars maybe show up, and it's like. It doesn't feel like the biggest competition. It'd be nice to have more cars out there and whatnot. Yeah. And then now it seems to be exploding more. They've had at least last year. I think they had at least 10 cars that were showing up for the Fast Fours.
I was gonna say last year we made it down. We usually try to come down for the open wheels and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought they had a halfway decent show up for that.
Yeah.
Heat races and the features, but I didn't know how many.
Yeah. Yeah, we missed out most of the season last year not racing, but once they re-announced the ladies, we got the Tercel out of the backyard, got it ready to go and whatnot. But we did make it for, I think, 4 or 5 races she ended up doing last year, I think. One was not in her car. Someone let her borrow a car.
Did she borrow a car last year?
Yep. She borrowed a Hyundai. She took second place with it. Definitely out of her wheelhouse. It was an automatic.
Oh, yeah.
But she still did good, and then we got the Tercel out there, ran it for the rest of the season, and blew it up, sent it on its way. She's like, I'm not selling this car, we're blowing it up. I'm like, okay, I don't care.
I watch you guys blow her up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That car actually lasted longer than I thought, especially dumping everything we did down in that engine.
Right. Yeah, you wouldn't have think it'd last that long.
Well, the sad thing is, I pulled the valve cover. It was all right there on top of the head. All the rocks, the dirt, the nuts, bolts, everything we dropped in. It literally just pooled itself in one spot. It's like the oil just congealed it right there.
That's odd.
I'm like, well, I didn't expect all the dirt to literally just sit there because she was sifting it in through there.
Yeah.
And it's like I figured that would have gone down, but it did eventually finally starve itself for oil. It locked that motor up solid.
Solid.
I put a breaker bar on that harmonic balancer. I could not move it either way.
We did a Ford Escape last year. Something else that I try to do is see how long it's going to last.
Yep.
With all the fluids drained out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And that thing didn't last no time.
No.
Nope. I mean, what was it, 8 minutes or something like that? And the guy said, no, it lasted longer than that. I said, you go try to start it. It was just a screech, and it was done.
Yeah.
And I figured it was going to run at least. Somebody asked me, and I said it was going to probably last 31, 32 minutes. Mm-hmm. Being around vehicles all my life, but I didn't think it would quit that quick.
That's why I question how long a car is going to last in a derby. I mean, I've seen guys out there that have their whole rear end smacked into where the back seat would be. They're only on 2 front wheels, smoking like you would not believe, and it's like, how is that still going?
And well, I'll tell you, there's a secret. Downy detergent.
Oh, really?
In the radiator.
No kidding.
It smells good, and it keeps them cool.
No wonder the smell of burning rubber gets a little diluted.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, it does.
No kidding. Never would have thought that.
No, a lot of people don't know that.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of back in the day, they used to take horse shit and put it in the radiator.
Hey, whatever works. I mean, it might be a shitty situation.
Exactly. The straw would plug it up.
Yep.
But it would still, it would still keep it cool.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Things you just don't think about.
Oh, and of course, a lot of them are looping them now.
Yeah.
They're not running radiators.
Ah.
A lot of them are doing that.
Yep.
But a lot of guys are cutting the fronts.
But I always thought you couldn't loop a radiator in derby. I thought it always had to be in stock location and hooked up.
It was.
Until
some of the rules got changed.
But
now a lot of them, you got to keep the radiator in for the first heat.
Yep.
But we haven't had enough cars to do more than one heat.
Uh,
So it's a one and done.
yeah.
You know, the guys don't bring spares, they don't bring nothing. So we just, I says, well, there's no sense to do that either.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't really, I don't think it doesn't give them an advantage without having that radiator, because the motors are still going to get hot.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing there to keep them cool then.
Right, and if you're just on a constant loop of that coolant heating up, you got no fan, no nothing.
No, so it doesn't really, I don't see much difference in it.
Yeah.
Except it keeps the track, there's less to pick up.
Right.
You know?
Less pickup, less fluid spills if it's bypassed like that. That makes sense.
Right, a lot of that stuff. A lot of my stuff I do by safety stuff. You
Yeah.
know, like I put out last year in my rules, they're still in there that I'd like to see everybody wearing a long sleeve shirt.
Oh, yeah.
You know, these guys wearing these nylon shorts and sweatpants.
Yeah, no.
And Crocs and slippers. Come on, guys.
No, you got to think full on safety, just even like on dirt track or even on the tar track. Because that car catches on fire and you're strapped in there,
Right,
what's going to protect you?
right.
Those shorts ain't going to be doing nothing.
No, they're going to melt.
Yeah.
You know, and what happened is in New York, a car got caught on fire that way.
Yeah.
They run their lines right up the middle, the tunnel,
Yep.
and the fuel cell's in the back in a cage. Well, it's fuel injected. If that line comes off, it's pumping fuel.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what was happening. And so it was shooting right by him.
Oh.
I mean, he was lucky.
Yep.
He got out, but ever since I seen that, I thought, geez, come on, guys. You know, and they said, well, they're expensive. I said, would you rather spend $150 on a jacket or $150,000 in medical bills
Exactly.
and lose your job and whatever else you got?
Yeah.
Stop and think about it that way, too.
Right.
You know?
Safety is your number one key, and
Right. I don't care if you wear a welding jacket. You know, that's good, too. And there's a new thing. A lot of them are putting the fuel cells on the floor and the batteries in the seat. Would like to see like a welder's blanket.
Yep.
They're cheap.
Yeah, just something to throw over.
Right. You know, just so there's no sparks or anything get into it.
Right.
And shut-offs and stuff like that. 'Cause you'll see a lot of them, they'll try to put them out, and they just keep flaming. Well, because there's no shut-off on the fuel.
Right, it's just going to keep on going.
Right. So I want a shut-off switch in it. And
Yep.
most of the guys got them wired right to the starter switch now. So when that and if you look at a lot of them, they'll just have two wires that you put together. No toggle switch. Because the toggle switch don't take that much beating.
Yeah.
It'll blow, burns it out,
Right.
and then it won't run. So there's been a lot of derbies lost by a failure to a toggle switch. So now they just got two wires and just twist them together.
Yeah.
But they get them hooked up, so at least that'll shut that off.
Right. Something in case of emergency.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Some of them, I tell them put fire extinguishers in the seat. If you leave it there, it only takes a couple slits. Put a fire extinguisher in there. Well, I ain't got to worry about that. I'm going to get out. Well, yeah, that's good, but how about the guy next to you? He might want to grab it.
Right.
Use it. And plus, insurance-wise, it keeps the insurance down. Keeps them happy. A lot of people don't understand the insurance thing is just unbelievable now.
Right.
Ever since that monster truck hit them lines, our insurance has doubled. And that's just one pair.
Yep.
So we have to worry about what we're doing. We have to play with them, with the insurance company. I really wanted to have demolition derby lawnmowers.
Yep.
I looked it up, got rules, been really stressing it out hard, looking at it. So I bring it to the meeting, and yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And, the insurance lady said, she turned all red.
Well, take the blades off.
Right, that's what I told her. I said, there's no deck on them. She, oh my God. She said, I said, okay, she said, would you skip that, please, Stan? Just kind of wipe that out of your brain. So now I'm thinking maybe some lawnmowers on a couple hones and do time
Yeah.
trials or something.
Yeah, something like that, or
something entertains them,
even if you want to do like a small pull with them or something.
Right, because we have truck pulls. We used to have the four-wheel and ATV pulls and the tractor pulls. A lot of the fairs do that.
Yeah.
But I wanted to have something. I'd like to be able to race them in a circle because it's a small pit. It's not as big as Get Her Done, but I could do a small pit.
Yeah.
With a few tractors at a time, but I think they're going to still have a spell on that. So
No,
if I do
I'm
time
sure.
trials, somebody just wants to bring their rider down and, see how fast you can go on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It might work.
It's called having fun and getting out, you know?
Right.
That's what it's all about.
Labor Day weekend's usually the last weekend of the summer.
Yeah.
You know, so we try to suck whatever we can out of everybody, and that's the last hurrah for everybody.
Yeah, because we know Maine.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We blink and summer's over.
Summer's over. Like right now, it's coming. It's going to be mud season, and then it's going to be winter.
Yeah. If it would stop raining long enough that I could move stuff around my yard, it'd be a miracle right about now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Because I tell you right now, that's been the biggest slowdown, is that I can't get one car out of the garage, move it without sinking it, and then I can't move another one back up to the front without sinking it. Because it's just nothing but a mud show around here, so it's like, now I'm at the mercy of Mother Nature just to do anything.
Right. Yeah, you're going to wait now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Dom's car was out there, and I wondered, ooh.
Yeah. He was very happy with the outcome of the paint. We had to modify because he wanted the stripe a little bit longer than it was, but it's like, okay, after I just dumped half a can of primer on the garage floor, and the fact I can't find anyone else that has that orange, let's kind of modify this and just do it in one can on each. And it fortunately worked out, and he actually was happy with how that color came out because he wanted brighter originally.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, yeah, well, after the problem we had of trying to layer paint and it started wrinkling every place that we sprayed, I'm like, it had to have been something with that other primer I used, so I switched primers. Still ended up getting some wrinkling out of it, not as bad, but it's like, we're going to do what we're going to do. My mental sanity is gone at this point. I've spent so much time on this car. So many headaches. Can we please just be done with it?
Right, exactly, you know? Yeah. Like I said, I wished I was a little closer. You aren't that far away. You're closer than I thought. Cause I love doing stuff like that. I painted a lot of cars. That's how I learned how to paint cars, was derby cars.
Yep.
Next thing I knew, then I was painting regular cars.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I practiced on derby cars.
Yeah.
You know, who cares if they run?
Yeah. It'll look pretty for one race, and then that's done.
And then it's done. Yeah.
It always amazes me, though, the paint jobs that people will put on these derby cars, and, you know, it's an endurance test. How long is that going to last?
Yeah, a lot of times it doesn't last very long.
They don't. It all depends on who comes out on top and didn't smash as many body panels.
Exactly. Yeah, some still had hoods left.
Yeah.
Not too many trunk lids left.
No, those normally...
They're the first thing to go, usually.
Yeah, this is how subcompacts are created.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth, though?
It is. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, no, that's about it. I just wanted to get out and talk a little bit about the derbies, and I don't know what else to... Because there's all kinds of stuff going around my brain, but...
So those the websites that you mentioned, you want to mention those again for the derbies?
Yeah, I do. The Maine Demolition Derby page and just Demolition Derby only pages.
Okay.
I usually put on there something, or you can go to the Harmony Fair page.
Harmony Fair page, okay.
And that's where I am on there most of the time.
Okay.
If I don't get a hold of you, somebody from the fair will get a hold of me.
Yep.
But I'm usually on there putting anything new coming out for any of the derbies around state, around the Maine. I try to help everybody else out.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're trying to do. And I haven't not everybody's got the rules out yet. Most of them do. Like I said, we just, Smithfield.
Yeah. That's right around the corner. I didn't know they were doing one.
Two there, didn't I, this morning? Yeah. But Springfield's out. Pittston's are out. Pittston is Mafia TV is going to be in Pittston.
Okay.
From out of Pennsylvania, I think they are. They're going to come up and live feed it.
Nice.
That's a 70 by 100 hot top. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard hitting. Yeah, you wouldn't get my butt in a seat.
Yeah.
You're not there.
Yeah. I think I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, they're going to be here. What is that? That's the weekend following Springfield Fair.
Okay.
It's not going to start till late. That's the only bad part on some of it. 7 o'clock, I think 6 or 7 o'clock on a Saturday night. Something to do with their schedule.
Right.
But that's going to be a big show, I think.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah.
Like I said, Mafia TV, they're in New York this weekend, and I hope it doesn't rain up here because they've been getting soaked for 2 months now.
Yeah.
That's what I've been gone.
Oh man!
But yeah, him and the crew are coming up. Some of the guys coming up out of Mass. We'll have some locals and a lot of the guys on the border, Maine Mass border. that come up here in Derby with us, and we get down there in Derby. They're coming up. All a heck of a good bunch of guys, all motorheads.
Yeah.
You know, everybody. It's like a big family thing. You
Right.
know? It's kind of Maine versus out of state.
Ah, yes.
You know, kind of one of them deals. So we got to. So some of the guys weren't going to run just because of the fact. Mm-hmm. You know, they can't have them guys come up here and take it all.
Well, of course not.
You know, so.
We got our name to protect up here.
Exactly. Union Fair, they're having a derby that's coming out. And I think Farmington Fair's derby. I've never been there. I think that just come out.
Yep.
But yeah, no, just keep an eye on the pages. All the fairs. We did a big thing this year through the Fair Association.
Yep.
To represent and to put fair members out there, because a lot of them don't see a fair member. You know, they don't realize,
Yeah.
oh, that guy does that.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that. You know, I mean, like me, everybody knows that. You know, I'm from a small town and where I
Right.
go around everywhere, and a lot of them guys only work at that one fair. But they do a heck of a job.
You need shirts that say "Stan the Demo Man."
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do have one, but
That'll catch on quick.
yeah, I try to not to wear anything Demolition Derby when I go to other fairs. You know, because that way there, it's my time.
Right.
Because if you don't, I don't get nothing done.
No, because then they'll be picking your brain.
Exactly. And I'd rather pick theirs.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather sit in the crowd and watch it.
Yep.
Sometimes it's more fun because running a derby, you don't really see it.
No, because you're too busy, focusing
everything
on
else.
the organizing, overseeing, and
Right,
you're
make sure
announcing
all
and
the
all.
people are all
yeah.
in the right spots, and so then I'll get home and hope somebody videotapes it.
Right.
You
That's
know?
the big thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if you're not if you were bored not doing nothing this year, Labor Day weekend on a Saturday,
Yep.
you come right up there and video the whole thing.
Yeah. If I get a
want
chance
to.
to get out there, I got to see what I'm doing on my Labor Day because that's
Okay.
that's me and the wife's anniversary weekend too.
Oh yeah, no, I ain't not getting into that one.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely love to come check it out and run some video.
Yeah,
If I can get out to one of these fairs this year, I'm definitely gonna look to do that.
yeah.
I'll have you send me the dates through Facebook.
Okay, yeah.
Have you send me a message that way I can coordinate my schedule and
Right.
whatnot,
Right.
and that way I can see what's upcoming and everything.
Because that's how I do mine is through my my fair card.
Okay.
Is that's how I schedule a lot of my derbies.
Okay.
So I go through that and say, oh, we can't have one here. Why can't we? Because this fair and this fair is having them.
Yep.
You know, why take it away from them? You're going to get a less car count.
Mm.
You know, and that's like with the Unity ones.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they're going to look so there's a stall in between.
Mm-hmm.
And after you get that date, and then you don't do it that next year, somebody's going to grab that date.
Oh yeah, really quick.
I mean, because I used to have mine on Sunday, and I changed it to a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
The first year was kind of iffy, but then people realized, and then somebody took my Sunday spot, so I couldn't go back.
Right. Now you're committed.
Now I'm committed. You know what I mean? So I was doing Saturday in Harmony, Sunday in Springfield, and then Blue Hill Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a long weekend.
Oh, it is.
You know, for me, it just seems like I just got my head set down, and we got to get up and go again.
Yep.
But we'll see. I think I got Monday off this time. So
Ah.
yeah, so I'll be able
Perfect.
to enjoy a little bit of it Labor Day weekend. I hope.
Hopefully.
But yeah, I'll send you all that stuff and.
All right. I appreciate
And,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
Love to get out there and see more of them this year.
Oh heck yeah!
And like I said, definitely, I'll be out with a camera. I'd love to put that up on our YouTube channel. And I love giving shout outs and I love supporting, other things and whatnot,
Right.
anything motorsports. We did one video at Wiscasset when we were on spectator side.
Oh yep.
Went down and checked out Wiscasset once. Still can't do hot top. I still like my dirt.
Yeah, me too. I did asphalt and hot top, but my dirt's the best.
Yeah.
I really like the sliding thing. I don't know what it is about it, but
Right.
it's just
Getting that drift out there.
Yeah, it is. It's just and like Grayson County. If you ever get a chance to watch Grayson County Speedway
Yep.
in Texas, man, they got some ripping cars.
We were
You know.
we were actually in Vermont last year for our anniversary. We just missed Bear Ridge.
Oh, that's a good one too.
We just missed the race date. It's like
Right.
we should have come a day sooner then.
Yeah.
We just got in late in the late afternoon, and there was a race just happening today. Of course there was.
Of course it was. Oh yeah, yeah. You always miss it.
Yeah, it's like, darn, would have loved to see that race.
That'd be a good one to watch.
Yeah. I figure if we ever get back down the Vermont way, we'd go catch a race at their track, see how them boys do it down there.
Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, they're coming back.
Yeah.
I wish more of them was. There's going to be, I think, there's another one. Motorsports park. Some veterans are trying to figure it out in Greenbush.
Yeah.
Greenbush, Maine. They're trying to. They want to do a motorsports park with camping.
Oh yeah.
Some mud runs, some racing on dirt. Some figure eights, some derbies. So, but they're just getting going.
Yeah.
So that'll be up and about.
Starting out. Give it time. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a bunch of veterans just getting together.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
But yeah, I'm up to going to talk to them. I'm just waiting on them they want to meet me, so. Perfect. Help them out up that way.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show today, Stan.
Yeah, I want to thank you for having me come out.
Yeah, absolutely. Like he said, follow along on the fairs and the pages that he's listed off. Go out and support your local derbies, just like your dirt tracks.
Yeah.
Without the fans, without the drivers, we got nothing.
Yeah, we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it. And,
so the support's
really
always
good
needed.
Times, yeah.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
And like I said, hopefully I'll get out there and watch some of your derbies this year.
I hope so. I hope so.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we will definitely be catching you in the next one.
Stay dry.
Oh, yeah.